players.
Chad, you're doing really well here.
Yeah, well done.
This is crazy. Oh well, a little bit long on that one.
No, it's all good. It's a different field, you know. You got to create your own brand within the observing world, or you'll never stand out.
Right. We're not playing with X-Ray.
No, that does make it a lot more exciting.
Yeah. Okay.
Sometimes we underestimate, you know, how
it's back.
How tricky it could be.
Okay.
To play the game. Well, they are set up, leaned heavy towards the A bomb site. Sip is the only one here. They're trusting him to get the job done kind of on his own. Oh, there's the grenade. All right, we're going to see that. Smoke to set it up. There is a flash as well. It's already been thrown out. So question is, Sip, there's one. He's quite far away from the action. That's probably better. And I like this so far. CacaNito is going to get blameF in the middle, and it's a 4-on-4 with a bomb plant.
Oh, not bad. All right. We already got some space towards market there, and Zipnik still trying to show some presence on Catwalk. MisteM in a little two-man game between him and Bodenmaster. It's Buzz that is facing off against them, and this should be a free kill for Bodenmaster at the very least, but he actually let his teammate fall in the meantime. Swisher taken down, and now 2 versus 2 situation, but there are a lot of guns in play. Many dualies afoot, and they are finding the target. MisteM leaves Bodenmaster in the 1v2. Bomb is being defused by Glaive, and Device takes down Bodenmaster.
There's no time! There's no time!
They just couldn't make it. Oh, we got the welcome to the clutch, and then a little flyby onto the bomb. That's sick.
That was a really rough round by me, guys. I'll do better this round.
I feel like the quick cuts between people is a little bit...
Look, there was a few issues, Maui. First of all, X-Ray wasn't on, and second of all, the map also wasn't open. So I've got 2 keyboards back here, 2 mice. I'm not quite sure where everything is.
All I'm hearing is excuses, Chad.
They were good excuses.
No, I'm just kidding.
I think we know who's been sniffing the markers at this point in time. I think Rush was framed. I'm calling it now. Oh, all right. Nade is pretty decent. blameF is going to get one, but usually getting out of this position could be the hard part, but... At least
Glaive's just fighting with dualies off cats.
Yeah.
Does he not? He doesn't think they bought. Or I mean, he's just keeping them from the last round. I mean, wait, what?
It's so crazy. And the fact that they could afford the M4 on top of everything else is obviously just very, very aggressive.
This is such a strange buy, actually. Yeah, why? There's 2 dualies in play for the CTs.
That's sick.
I don't think I've ever seen this composition of guns in a professional game of Counter-Strike, actually.
No, in a second round, definitely not. And the odd scout in there, yeah. I like this from blameF. This is obviously super risky with 1 single point of health, but he's about to find out at least that nobody's over here. And if they actually get into the A-bomb site, oh, I wish he had more health. He would be so dangerous in this position, but he could kind of get cancelled out. Scouts found at least a couple of people in the middle, and that might make them change their minds. They're like, we don't want to run into that.
Oh, but there's already the push from blameF, who still holds the M4 despite having 1 HP. I feel like you could have easily passed that to Buzz, but, you know, just keeping it safe. And now the B attack is on. Flashes and smokes afoot. Zipnik's waiting with those dualies, able to take down DJ. Let's see what else he's able to do. And almost finding the kill on a MisteM, but that leaves ATK in a 2 versus 3.
Yeah, they need the bomb plant. MisteM is on it. Device not able to stop it. blameF snuck around this whole way. Oh, and he should have got that kill. He should have been rewarded for that patience, but now instead, well, he's taken a fair bit of attention away here. And now the question is, could they be quick enough? They still don't have a defuse kit, just like in the pistol, but they've set themselves up a little bit nicely here. MisteM and CacaNito in a 2 versus 3 to try and hold on. They already did a good job. Headshot to follow through, and that might already be the time. Just so low. Good shot from Buzz, but you need to find MisteM in the corner, and it has to be right now. I don't know why they're still both running at him. I feel like one should be defusing, and one should be fighting. And instead, again, just like in the pistol, they get the kills, but they cannot win the round.
I'm not sure if they would have had time, even if the farther player got onto it, but maybe it would have been pretty close.
That was a much better round, guys. I just want to let everyone know that was a much better round by me.
Yeah, great job observing that one, Chad. I think we got much more action there, and the camera was a lot easier to follow. So, props. I mean, we're already seeing improvement.
Yeah, if we're seeing improvements from round to round, yeah. we're already making leaps and bounds to where we need to be. Rush has set the bar as high as it possibly could be. He's currently stuffing his face. What's for lunch, Rush? Schnitzel for lunch, gentlemen. So you can investigate later today.
Thanks for the heads up.
Schnitzel. That's you can't really go wrong with that. I feel like that's
No.
a solid pick.
Yeah, it's always, I think catering, generally speaking, does a solid job with Schnitzel. Schnitzel versus Katsu, Anders. It's an age-old debate that I've just created.
I'm gonna go with the Schnitzel. I just feel like it's a safe pick.
Yeah.
You can match a lot of things with it too. It's like very versatile in that way. Yeah.
Katsu very similar though. Like it's just basically Schnitzel but Japanese.
Okay.
I mean, it's
I think the Japanese would be horribly offended if you said that, but you know, that sounds like a crime to Japanese food. But all right.
Okay. A little bit of an exchange in utility towards the B apartments there. CacaNito taking quite a bit of damage. Make his life pretty difficult for the remainder of this one. And ATK looking to stage some mid control here. Bodenmaster has, I think, is a top con smoke to pair with that window smoke. And now the late mid take is foot. blameF trying to peek around that smoke though, trying to maintain some control for him and Astralis. Good nade to inflict damage, but he's just playing right around this smoke, not able to find anything just yet, and Xyp9x actually took the initiative towards the B apartments. This is very one-dimensional now for ATK.
Yeah, but I actually think pulling the trigger now probably makes a lot of sense because they lost all map control. So their only way probably back into the round would have been to just hit this catwalk position and win one of the early fights. But they don't do that either. So now this round is definitely falling apart. They have to they have to volunteer themselves into a crossfire where they're getting shot at their back. Device with a triple, Sip with a double, and Astralis are on the board. And obviously there's no money for ATK because they lost everything in the first 2 rounds. So yeah, they're in a bad position. Not even a marker to sniff at the moment. It's tough on the ATK side.
Good job, Chad.
Thanks, man.
Well done. I feel like I knew what the action was at all points in that round.
Anybody you want to follow this round? Anyone you're excited in seeing with a Deagle? Maybe look at Swisher here.
Let's get Swisher.
Big Swish.
Big Swisher in the city.
Making a name for himself.
Yeah.
Oh no, there's fire everywhere.
There was no way out for Bodenmaster there, engulfed in flames.
That was comedy because he was like, there's fire, and then he turns around and there's more fire, and you could see him like sort of turn around again slowly. He's like, oh.
I'm sure his face just went completely white in that moment. Just, my fate is sealed.
There is no way out. That's pretty rough. But good times.
Give me MisteM. Oh my God, Chad, please. Just relax.
ADHD.
Oh my gosh. Oh no.
Chad's like, if I'm observing everybody at once, then I can't miss the action. He's just scrolling through 1 to 0 and just going for it.
God.
I was frustrated that neither DJ or Buzz were doing anything but looking at each other the entire time through the wall. Guys, if you're going to be aim locking like that, at least do something with it, all right? Like, let's make it a little bit more interesting for everybody playing at home.
So you're taking your frustration out on the viewer, though, and yeah, this was the early fire kill onto Bodenmaster. Oh.
Maybe we should allow Chad to have the slap command that you had back in 1.6, where like you had the admin slap.
Oh, that was so fun.
Or like send a player flying across the map. It's good times.
It was always a little bit annoying when there was an admin that just
rogue admin.
Though, yeah, and just like someone would be actually trying to clutch against each other, and then one guy just slaps the other. Pretty easy cleanup. Actually, no. Wow, they took 2 casualties here.
I don't even know how.
Yeah, that's crazy.
There was no real play being made, but Buzz got a quad kill, so we're happy about that. 3-2 though. Astralis, an unbelievably aggressive start from them, even in the rounds that they lost at the beginning, just putting on maximum pressure onto ATK. Yeah, they're loving it at the moment.
It's looking pretty good for Astralis, all things considered. Early molly to counter that window smoke, so this will provide an angle for glaive to take the fight towards middle. And ATK, they're bunching up at top mid right now behind those boxes. This is not the best position to be in, but now they're finally taking a little bit of space, but into the waiting arms of Device and his op.
Yeah, he has been cracking so far on this map. he is 10-1-1, and Buzz is 9-1. So just generally speaking, they're both playing very well at the moment. It's kind of hard to deal with. And Sip has also been let loose. He's done this a couple of times now, just pushing up. So in every way, Astralis are out of control right now. ATK unable to hold them back, unable to secure the map for themselves really on any level. Bodemaster, great position if he had more teammates alive. If they could make a play around this, it might be interesting, but Glave's already found it out.
Yep, spotted the barrel right there. And whoa, that should have been a free kill for Glaive, but he walked right into Bodemaster's crosshair. There's a quick trade, and now ATK, they recognize they have to try to strike this A site. Nice kill from DJ, but Buzz playing right atop that smoke allows him to find the return, and now DJ, 10 HP, pressing on forward. 30 seconds left, but the bomb, it's right there in the faces of Astralis. They know that he has to collect this, and he has a flash. His only tool remaining to try to dispatch of these players. Peeks right in, Device holding the angle. This flash might just do it. This has to be it. But no, actually throws it above Device, and that's going to be a freebie for him.
Chad, could you do me a favor?
Sure.
If you go to the A ramp from the T side.
Oh, that's Jay. Jay has to do this. Jay, can you go to the A ramp from the T side?
All right. I thought you were doing the observing,
actually, I can
Chad.
fly, but Jay has set cams. So these days it's a little bit more elaborate back here. So there's J-Raz who's doing a lot of the cinematic cameras. We also have Bastion calling in from home. What does Bastion do, Jay? Delayed. He's delayed ops.
The delayed observing. Well, I wanted to look through those Tetris boxes. I want to tell people you can shoot through them. But we can do it in the next round. It's all good.
Why don't you explain, Chad, what's actually going on back there? I don't know if people actually understand the intricacies of observing and how much goes into it on these broadcasts. So you're obviously pushing the buttons.
I'm doing the 1s to 0s unsuccessfully here. Zip, please stay alive. And then like there's a whole communication team that's going on right here. I'm talking to two other gentlemen during all of this. Oh, Blame, you saw him on the catwalk, Blame. You gotta get this kill. So basically, I don't even get to call the shots. Jay gets to take whatever in-game shots he wants. He decides when it's cinematic. He decides when I'm on the screen. Right now he's showing the gap in the boxes that you were talking about, Anders. So if we can go back to game, we can show all that good stuff for you. But yeah, there's a team of observers. It's not just one gentleman.
No, a little bit further towards the wall, like all the way up. You have to go. No,
to your right, I think.
Yes,
Jay?
to the right.
Yeah.
That gap right there.
Oh, okay. In between the boxes.
Yeah, and you have to line it up like right there. You can actually shoot people on the other side, like all the way in sandwich.
That's neat. Why aren't people spamming that?
I don't know. I mean, it is an obscure idea, but they should be. All right. It's cool to see, though. There is a lot going on, you know, behind the scenes. Oh, Bodemaster. That is a nice kill on the Glaive, who was trying to get the jump out. A little bit of information. That might be the first positive thing that's really happening for ATK in the last couple of rounds.
That's probably the first time they've come out better from that B-side default. So we'll see how ATK wants to play their man advantage here. And they're actually able to double up on it. Swisher taking down blameF.
I feel like, though, Chad, if you're doing the observing anything anyway, and you could also be casting it, I feel like Alex and I can just relax a little bit here.
We could just leave.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm having a real hard time here. I just want to put that out there into the world. This isn't easy.
Yeah, I feel like you are getting better, though. That's the positive affirmation I'm going to send your way. That I think we're seeing improvements round by round, game by game.
God damn it. Why are there two fights on either side of the map right now? I'm trying to focus on the A-bomb site where all the action is. Rush is coming back after this round. CacaNito! And there it is. All right, I'm out, boys. Peace.
Thanks, Chad.
Don't forget the markers.
Bring back in the professional.
He's forgetting the markers, isn't he?
Yeah,
I'm back, guys.
Yay!
Yay.
We got Rush back.
Welcome back, Rush. You know, there's some serious allegations, Rush, that you had stolen markers from the desk.
Did Chad find it? Uh-oh. Yeah, well, yes, I did. I pocketed by accident. I didn't mean to.
What? Why do you just walk away with a marker?
Kleptomania,
I don't know. More importantly, why did he just confess instantly? Rush.
He saw it on my
There's
desk.
no
I mean,
defense.
what can I even say?
We didn't even get the interrogation started, and he's just already confessed
it wasn't
to it.
me. I didn't do it.
I was
Someone
ready to
else
go
done it.
good cop, bad cop on him.
You have to go the Shaggy route for a while. Like, it wasn't me. You have to do that.
It wasn't me.
You can't just confess immediately. Come on.
Great reference there.
Glaive and Buzz left in this one. And ATK, out of nowhere, have kind of started the warm-up. I was getting ready to call this almost a map. It just felt like Astralis was so confident and so overpowering, but oh no, Glaive and Buzz finding their way back into the round. This is awkward. The bomb is being picked up. Swisher's in the corner, low on health, and it's a 2-on-5 into a 2-on-2 in less than 10 seconds. Come on.
Oh, this is looking like a disaster for ATK all of a sudden. And they're still going to be able to punch in those digits, find themselves in a post plant. They have some good utility to ward off these oncoming CTs, but I think Glaive has a nade that really could play a key role in this retake. MisteM just slotted right there by the bench. DJ providing his cover from the apartments, but Astralis slowly moving on up.
Don't unscrew the silencer in the middle of the retake. It's not worth it. They've been slow a couple of times, Astralis, and it's cost them a couple of rounds. This time they need to go straight for the defuse. They have the kit as well. Oh, he's trying to get the job done. That grenade will not kill him, and they are on it in the last couple of seconds. It's a good retake. That's a 2-on-5 victory for Astralis and heartbreak for ATK.
That's just such a disaster.
Yeah, Astralis camp laughing.
Oh no. This was going so well for ATK in this round.
They didn't even need to fight at the connector at all.
No.
The connector had no part in what they were actually doing from here on out. Fine, you lose Master, it kind of sucks, but then it just gets worse and worse and worse.
Wow. That is very worthy of a timeout. That is why we're in one right now. Things need to shape up for ATK. You can't be losing ones like that. You can see the hands on foreheads, the frustration there.
When the map is over, we need to teach Rush about interrogation techniques. I got sucked into a hole of watching police interrogations on YouTube. There's a shocking amount of them that are public, that are just like 5-hour-long interrogations. I think I would guess I've spent over 100 hours watching raw police interrogations at this point. It's very exciting. Once you know what they're doing, it's quite interesting.
That's just so amazing.
Oh,
that footage is out there. Okay, flurry of frags to kick things off here. ATK, they had a 3-man advantage before. This time it was just a 1-man advantage, but that's quickly evened out by Xyp9x. And it looks like they do want to approach this A site. That smoke is actually going to carve out a little bit of space, but Master, quick on the trigger, takes down 2, and this is surely a 4th round for ATK. No world in hell where I can imagine Glaive brings this one back. He's already hightailing it through the apartments.
Brought back by just some individual performance, which is not to say that that's a bad thing. Good flicks coming out from the AWPer on the ATK side. And that's going to be finally a 4th round on the board here, but it's been rough. Astralis, they don't have necessarily that much money either. So maybe there is a way here where ATK could start to have a little bit more of an impact. He dodged the flash and still got the flick off on Zip. Yeah, this is overall just really good.
Yeah, well done from ATK. It was pretty explosive at the beginning of that round, but they just made sure that they centered their attack on one portion of the map, not letting themselves fall victim to the same tricks from Astralis.
Yesterday, Snappy was making controversial statements saying that Mirage is a better map than Inferno.
I agree. I think Mirage is actually probably the best map ever in CSGO, or in Counter-Strike period. I actually think I actually am now of that opinion. This map has infinite replayability. I still don't think there's a definite best strategy. There's so many types of styles work on this map so well. Like, imagine how Snappy himself would call on Ents with this map versus how outsiders play it. True. And they're both entirely valid styles.
Yeah, that's a good point. Man, we're bringing it back. Mirage was under so much hatred for a minute.
When the only argument against you is that you've been in the pool for a long time, that's just not even an argument. That's literally like saying, what's the deal with cars? Yeah. Just had cars for so long.
Close down the pizzeria. They've made pizza for a while.
They've done too much pizza. Yeah. Like, nobody's saying that.
Nobody's saying that.
No.
And if they are, then get them out.
Oh, yeah. I really rate Mirage incredibly highly.
Oh.
Because it also leads to just such individual brilliance being displayed. Like, a connector player has so much impact, but a window player also does, and cat player does too. Every role's so important. Great flash setup, though. into the connector to take down Swisher. That is so well done by Astralis, and they need some more of that if they want to have a chance in this round, because CacaNito is all over that A-bomb site, and Zipnix tries to recover that M4, is able to do so, but his teammate in Device is all the way in those apartments, so this will be a 5th round on the board for ATK.
It's a pretty good understanding, I think, for Astralis to realize that that A attack probably had a mid component to it, and they just wanted to take that away before anyone even showed up. Oh, yeah. Source 2 will absolutely fix that.
That doesn't make it a bad map. Just saying.
I guess this is just different, but because I used to make maps in 1.6. They were not good maps, I'm not going to lie. But usually if you have a hole like that in the map, the renderer would actually tell you that you have, I can't remember, some kind of a leak. I can't remember what the technical term is.
Yeah.
But I guess because they have a skybox that technically surrounds the map, the skybox is probably intact, but the internal structure of the map isn't. It's very triggering that one pixel is still there. Anyway, yeah, good round for Astralis in terms of understanding the mid portion, but they didn't have the weapons and ATK. They managed to execute even without Swisher in the middle. So, yeah, obviously a better round for them in every way. And this is from earlier.
Oh, yeah, this is way earlier. Nice 4K from Buzz. Looks like, I mean, we have another timeout. This time from Astralis, actually. But, I mean, where would you put Mirage on best maps, Anders?
I'm trying to think. What's my opinion? The problem is I just rate Nuke so far above everything else that I don't even bother to fill out the rest of the list. I just want to see Nuke all the time. But
the current iteration of Nuke is excellent. It's fantastically constructed.
It really is. But I think I would probably fit Mirage into like a top 3 kind of scenario. I could see myself doing that. I don't hate to say this. I don't hate Vertigo as much as I probably should anymore. But maybe, I don't know. I could have my mind changed on that. Some good nades early on. A trade, and glaive is the only one here. And nice patience. They slow it down. They throw the nades to try and let them pass. Device has shown up in the meantime, though. Oh, one good nade behind that box, and it might be a little bit of trouble for CacaNito. MisteM in the middle, though. And he's managed to run past Buzz will hear it. He certainly heard it, and that's huge.
He's given his team a contingency plan. They've actually fallen out of B now. MisteM, if he would have won that fight, it would have been a free passage for Master. But now CacaNito, he has to fight his way out of this. He spotted the shadow, so he knows exactly where Device is. You can actually wallbang that, but I don't think he wants to take that risk. He wants the guaranteed kill. You want to see him do it. You want to see him do it. But he's taking his time, sees the shadow, and that is another way back into the round for his team. Although, Master is making his way through Palace at present, and so CacaNito is just left here to fight. And no, turns.
The jump. Yeah. He just turned. That is so unfortunate. I just want to say as well, CacaNito did get the kill, but that kill is never going in any frag movies. Now, if he would have jumped around the corner,
we'd be replaying that all week.
Instantly on Reddit. He didn't think about that, did he? Master, 1 versus 2, and he actually has been really reliable. Oh, it's not that far off. That could have worked out, and glaive is already low on health, so this is tricky. He doesn't have a kit currently picked up, and I don't think there is one inside of the bomb site, so he might just be almost lost for time. That was a shot that he didn't need to miss, but it doesn't matter. glaive out of time and is going to be making a run for it. ATK will tie the scoreline, 6-6.
Show that kid again in B bomb site.
Yeah.
That's the key detail. That right there gave glaive an opportunity if he had picked it up, but without it, that was never going to happen for him. So this was a very interesting round from ATK where they were poking and prodding in multiple areas simultaneously. It was like Oscar-winning film Everything Everywhere All at Once. That's what ATK were trying to emulate there.
I still haven't seen that. I know it's on. I know I should.
Really good.
I know I should.
Really great. There's been a little bit of backlash for some reason. I think people are kind of sick of the discourse, but that's also me just being way too terminally online with Twitter users. Like I've just gone down weird rabbit holes of people criticizing the movie for not real reasons. But
you're reading it and disagreeing, but still reading.
Yes,
like,
exactly. Just shaking my head furiously. It's really good though. I mean, it's also if anybody has like immigrant parents, it tells a great story for like diaspora children.
All right.
Yeah.
I've people I trust in general have said that it's worth watching. So I feel like it's
also a great take on multiverses, which feels like it's been done to death by the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but like it's just such a fresh reimagining of that as a tool for storytelling that I would strongly recommend it. Acting and writing is just great. That's why I won so many different awards, like for the actors, actresses, supporting actor, supporting actress.
It's been sold.
Wow. Well, I don't know if this round is solved for ATK. This is quite a lot of players on this A-bomb site, and Swisher's going to try to bail them out, though, with this frag towards middle. Does carve a path for him and his team to find a way to B, but Astralis, they're already rotating.
Yeah, that's kind of scary. Sip's position is amazing if someone's coming up in the hallways, but could be questionable. All right, they found out. Swisher's tapping everywhere. I kind of wish he would have hit one of those shots. It would have been sick. Yeah, he's been kind of the player to watch so far, and you could see he's got a good read. He's realizing, all right, there are 4 people left, 2 of them at the bomb site, and now instead they're going to go back to the A site. Swisher's still doing work, and the bomb is being planted on the other side. So the mid-round calling here for ATK is actually really good. They're getting some good reads, and they're reacting to that information in a very reasonable fashion.
Still 2 players locked in, Device and blameF. These are the heavy hitters for Astralis, but it doesn't look like they're going to have a chance to swing because Swisher on the flank, Bodenmaster right in front of him, and they were halted.
Do you know what the origin is of Bodenmaster's name?
No.
Is it like Boatmaster? Is that what it means? Is it like...
I don't... He's Swedish. I don't know if that has anything to do with it.
Well, it could be. I feel like it could be.
I like how we're just replaying Swisher tapping and missing. Like it looked cool.
Yeah, he was tapping like he was actually finally getting to use the aim lab, you know, thing.
Yeah.
All over the place. 7-6, 14th round. And looks like they're doing just a plain old A execute.
Never goes out of style, does it?
Yeah, you can do that. No mid component this time. Device, awkward position inside of the smoke. His teammates are getting assaulted in the connector with flashes going over, and they're getting every single thing. Headshot onto Device. Swisher almost getting the rifle out in time, but a tough retake maybe coming in here. ATK, they are more than just back in this half. They're actually doing a fantastic job right now.
Those smokes did not land where a normal exec has smokes.
I think they wanted, more than planting the bomb, I think they set up those smokes to carve a path to fight the connector. It looked like, because they had so many flashes going over. It looked like that's all they wanted.
That was really cool. That's going to be in a Nard Out Here video for sure.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, that was really, really interesting, that exec. I would love to watch that one back. Well, you got to download the demo for that one. Got to see those lineups, got to see the theory behind that strategy, because it actually forces Astralis to call a timeout. They're wondering, what the hell just hit us? Yeah,
what did we kiss? Because we did say it was going to be a plain old A execute, but it kind of wasn't.
They had a smoke back triple. They had a smoke deep jungle, and the smoke back triple is so interesting because you would that guy that could be back triple would be one of the reasons that strat fails, because when they're swinging to take that connector fight, if there's that guy back triple, you have to basically swing 90 degrees left, 90 or 180 degrees right.
Yeah,
and so that actually takes away one of those angles. This is such a unique strategy. I really, really like this.
But you can see like the flight path that they had into it, like they're hugging that right side wall.
Yeah.
And then they're just popping flashes going over and to take the fight. I mean, I think this A-bomb side, especially on Mirage, has a lot of history of doing that. People sometimes will do the same going to jungle, or they'll do the same running to CT spawn, right? Instead of even planting the bomb, you're like, well, let's just run 4 people, and if there is a double setup there, then we can just completely catch them off guard.
Mirage keeps on giving, folks. It's not stale. It's a lot to be learned, a lot of ideas that have yet to even develop on it. Oh my gosh. Okay. Freebie for Swisher.
What's happened to Astralis in this opening half? They were no respect, straight up destroying ATK for a while. Sip was pushing up in the hallways, like everything was looking so good, and then it just went away immediately. It was so weird.
I would say after that disaster of a round where ATK lost the 2v5, they've kind of consolidated their forces towards extremities. Like, we've seen more B hits, more A hits, and they've kind of given up on the idea that they're going to be too successful in middle. And it feels like Now they just have these, you know, little pokes and prods with CacaNito getting a lot of space here, and it's worked out for them. It was a great adjustment. They called a timeout after that huge slip up, and they are looking way stronger as a team. Mid-rounding has also been so good for ATK in this half.
Yeah, the calls, once they get a little bit of information, once they spot a couple of Astralis players, it's been really impressive. This is kind of hard to break open, though, with Device playing deep on that A ramp. Even if you suspect that he could be there, how do you make sure and get rid of him? It's very questionable spray from Glay, but it got the job done at the end of the day. Device shows up to have his say, and CacaNito on his own. The 15th round, pretty much locked in at this point for Astralis, although CacaNito will give it a shot in the 1 versus 4. 7 seconds left. He's going to go straight for the bomb plant, but they should be chilling out here on the Astralis side. No reason to try and fight this on your own. The Device will give it a shot, so it's been brought in. If that was a headshot, it's a 1 versus 1 immediately. So Astralis not chilling out all that much. No deep breaths are being taken. They're just losing their minds a little bit here. And now at least they're grouped up for it. CacaNito's out of nades, and I think they might still have a shot at it here. No diffuse tap yet. They both have a kit, so they could go for it. CacaNito! Oh! What a headshot! And now the pressure is on! He just deletes blameF. Quad kill! And an absolutely out of this world clutch coming in. ATK, they are back 9-6. And Astralis, they need a break to think about what just happened.
Going back now, future expedited, now we on the fast track now. They won't lend a hand, now they see us on the map now. It's time to act out. Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll. And it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Hey, on the roll, here we go, yeah. At the top of the class on a roll. Hey, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know, yeah. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, yeah. On a roll, here we go, here we go. Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll. And it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Hey, on a roll, here we go, yeah. At the top of the class on a roll. Hey, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know, yeah. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, yeah. On a roll, here we go, here we go. Here we go. On a roll, here we go, here we go.
Who knew I would make it this far? They hated, they never believed me. Yeah, I would never drop the ball. I know I make it look easy. Yeah, Mayweather with the defense. I don't care what a critic got to say. I got them picking up the pieces. That to me, you really playing with your life. I'm about to come and run it all back. I'm the new era, about to snap back. You ain't fitting for it, cause you all cap like. Hold up, I shoot my shot, wait, hold up. I'm really about to run this go up. You know it's all net when it go up. Ain't got no other plans, you don't need to understand. Ay, we on overtime, you don't need to understand. Ay.
Making magic when they need it most.
We're back once again. Second map, second half is coming up. It's ATK versus Astralis, and it's been quite a surprising ride. It looked like Astralis were going to bang out ATK the opening start of this half, but it kind of turned out the other way. ATK, they end up at 9 rounds total with this just insane 1 versus 4 clutch from CacaNito at the end. I was really shocked by that. I don't know what Astralis quite were doing, but CacaNito also, the last 2 shots were nuts.
They were pure filth. It's exactly what you wanted to see for a half that was looking a little bit rocky for ATK, and then they just brought it back in full force, winning the last 6 rounds straight. Now we're seeing an old classic from Astralis, but there's already a flank.
That is so quick. He's almost just joining the attack on the bomb side at this point in time. Swisher's down here, but it's a bit too much. Good opening shots, and I think Astralis need to win this pistol round here. 6 rounds on the CT side. MisteM, good pick off. Sip a little bit caught off guard on that one. They do not have a kit that is currently in play, so they got to be a little bit quick with this retake, unless they're going to go the Astralis route of running out of time, which happened a fair bit at the start of the half. Device, he's cleaning it up now. A couple of kills, and he's going to get the last one to a quad in the pistol for Device.
Very nice there in the post plant for Deve. 7 rounds on the board for Astralis there. Just making sure that they are able to give something, because, yeah, this game, it feels like there was so much momentum in the favor of the Astralis camp, and so for them to find this one, I bet they're all breathing a huge sigh of relief that they're still kicking. That last round, though, from CacaNito, I'm still thinking about it, actually. The way it broke down for Astralis just felt so un-Astralis-like.
Yes.
The way that Glaive peeked out from CT, that Device just took that fight from Tetris. And then even when Xyp9x and blameF were coming together in a 2v1, I mean, that's when CacaNito's heroics really just set the room on fire.
Yeah, he earned those last two kills. That was pretty sick. But you're right, up until the point, it was just some really uncharacteristic mistakes that I'm sure that's going to be the topic of a conversation as well after the match is over. Someone's going to be sitting down and saying, you know what, guys, we all know that's not how that's supposed to go, so why are we doing it?
Yeah, because imagine Buzz just sitting there thinking that I've got 4 veteran teammates, guys I trust so much to close out a 4 versus 1, and then you watch that unfold and you're like, what Astralis did I join?
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, in truth as well, if Buzz had been one of those players instead, we would have been like, ooh, that's the rookie playing. Like, you know, you don't want to be seeing those mistakes, you know.
Right.
But
little slap on the wrist, like,
yeah,
don't peek by yourself. But then you just see Glaive and Device do it. Oof. All right, well, first gun round of this half for ATK. Just a handful of M4s here, 4 A1Ss, Swisher with the lone A4. And Device swinging out top mid quite early. It's a nade that's going to do significant damage to him. And no casualties yet in this round, but there is some space being claimed by the T side.
Ooh, Swisher's actually pushing in front of that Molotov. What a play. Device, I think, wanted to create the space to stop the rotation from happening if they were going to go on the A-bomb site, so, okay.
That's not supposed to go there.
It's burning the palm trees on the other side instead.
Eco-terrorism.
Yeah. Unacceptable.
Stop deforestation.
They've lost the favor of the people now, Astralis. They're not behind them. They were rebels up until this point, but now nobody's behind that. blameF in the middle on his own. A 3-man setup in the hallways, but look at ATK again with the mid-rounding. They know what's coming, although Swisher's going to get out-dueled. That's a little bit of a shame. It pulls DJ away from the crossfire. MisteM maybe doesn't even need it. He almost got a double on his own. That's pretty sick. Now a little bit of a setup here. DJ's going to be worried about getting shot at the back of the meantime. 35 seconds, and what a shot from Buzz. That'll maybe do the trick. A couple of kills, and Sip could have gone through with the bomb plant. Now he's going to recommit to it, and I think he's lost a lot of map control behind it. I think he realizes already, it's a good flick. And now maybe a chance here. Could he take down CacaNito, who's on the other side? This time, it's just a 1-for-1 for him. Surely it's going to be easy. Got the M4, but Sip is slowly slipping out of the bomb side. He's set up for it, looking for the shot, but CacaNito just dips right under, and it's going to be able to pick it up.
The clutcher from Macedonia!
I love that. That's Spray XD, coach of ATK, yelling out that he's got a clutcher from Macedonia. And he's right. CacaNito has been really feeling it in these late rounds. I don't even really dislike the position from Xyp9x if he had more health, but with red HP essentially in this corner, it's a good off angle. You're probably going to hit that second bullet, but if you miss that first one, that's it. And CacaNito has been just lights out, 16 and 12. And on the other side of the scoreboard, I mean, Device has really held up his end of the bargain in this one, 20 and 9.
Yeah, that's
he was fantastic. Yeah,
putting Macedonia on the map for Counter-Strike is pretty good, pretty sick. blameF, oh, wow. You're in that position to catch that kill. That's why you're there. They're going to try and speed up behind it because it was a double push to top mid, so they might have just called it out instantly saying, you know what, there might just be one person on A, let's go. But unfortunately, they lost a couple of more players. Swisher with the double.
Yeah, now Device and Glaive, they only have a flash to work with here, assuming that Device might use that to help Glaive take some space, but no, Glaive's actually just moving on forward, trying to get cheeky around his smoke there. Trying to find some kind of space, and actually there was a molly that was found as well. And now Bodenmaster, he heard that tick, and it almost felt like Glaive mind-controlled him to push through that smoke. Interesting play, but just still, the numbers favoring ATK so much so that even one misstep is not going to be their undoing.
11-8. ATK 5 rounds away from picking up the map. That would be quite interesting, I think. I don't know how to feel about this map. I feel like if we interviewed Astralis after this, they would have to talk about just some sort of like breakdown in how to even approach the game, because they felt so much in control of the opening half.
It feels like Astralis are taking some things for granted now.
Yeah.
I think they are relying on these fundamentals that they used to have, but they aren't even showing up sometimes, which is really concerning for how competitive this team should be.
Yeah, it's like they remember we used to be able to just play like this.
Yeah.
It used to be no problem, but now when you're going through the motions, the result is not the same.
I think it seemed a little bit like they were on autopilot for some of this game. And you can't do that in Tier 1 CS. Even if you have all the name brand value on your side of the server, every single person is still as hungry as ever. Game is bigger than ever. I mean, and everybody wants a piece of the pie.
12-8, 4-round gap. ATK got the money. Astralis, they could pick up AKs in this one. But yeah, they're in a weird spot right now. That's a very fast window smoke, all right. Oh. Molotov there. Not bad. Swisher, did he make the jump across? CacaNito, all right, he went down below.
Okay, a little bit of just some mid-presence from ATK. They were able to find some information out that Astralis weren't going for that room, and now it's actually Astralis that had a little bit of misdirection in this round. They're popping out of that Tetris position, and ATK are still able to quell that attack. Well done in terms of the defense there. And this leaves Astralis in a very interesting position. It's very stringy. They're all over the place now, trying to put the pieces together. And now Glaive, late swing top mid, and Swisher is ready for it. So even though Astralis were trying to really confuse ATK in this one, it's ATK that were able to figure out what's going on. And now Xyp9x finds himself in a 1 versus 4. And of course it's CacaNito that puts him down.
They're getting some running towards the... There's just a lot of things that I'm seeing right now where you think, that doesn't feel super Astralis-like at the moment. That's a shot.
Yeah, that's one that you're pretty fortunate for.
For the boat master, still don't know if that's actually what it is. But
we need to ask him what that name means.
I like the idea, like the guy ferrying people across the river in the Quran, I think.
Like, in what mythology is that?
Egyptian, I think.
Okay.
Something like that. I don't know. Greek mythology, I think. The boat ferryman. That
Yeah.
brings people across to the.
Remember it from Hercules.
Yeah, so probably Greek. I don't know why I said Egyptian at all. MisteM
Well,
just throwing out random areas of the world.
I mean, this game, it feels
Oh
like
my-
it's just wow.
MisteM.
Yo,
Yeah. Give him some love.
well done.
Give him a little
MisteM.
kiss if you want. You could get away with that.
Yeah, it's 2023.
It's not, it's 23 and he just killed 5 people. It's got to be more than a high five at this point.
Yeah. Want to see some enthusiasm with that celebration.
Boom. Shut it down.
Clean.
And the M4A1, you don't have a lot of bullets to throw away.
Yeah, how do you have enough for all that?
Wow. They are wrecking Astralis at the moment.
Yeah, they're feeling empowered. That's how I would characterize ATK at this time. They all feel like they are on a heater. MisteM keeps it up. He's gotten 6 kills straight. Finally put down, but ATK, they are just looking so strong on these defenses now. Astralis have been able to find practically nothing since the pistol in the following round. And blameF here on the lurk. This actually gives Astralis an avenue into this round, but the bomb is so far away, and Device seems like they want to pull off some kind of double fake, perhaps.
Yeah, maybe just see if they can... All right, he's bringing it back. I thought maybe they were going to let blameF just try and walk in and shoot him in the back, but I guess this makes a lot more sense. 2-on-4. They've won one of these before in the first half of Astralis, which is kind of rare. And the way that ATK are playing right now, yeah, I mean, it would have to be, you know, kind of a double walk-in where maybe blameF gets a quick double before it even really gets close, but just because no one's checking. But obviously, if the bomb gets planted, then they're not going to be surprised by blameF's position anymore. So the best thing that happened might have been if DJ just comes walking back in just to secure it, but he seems so well aware. He's already checking to see if anyone's going to be showing up.
Yeah, and this is really nice from ATK in the late round to just make sure that they have a couple ways to pull off this retake, because it is inevitable at this point that Device will be planning, and blameF takes up shop in market. And now that the bomb is spotted, that should get everybody from ATK running on over. Great molly from CacaNito to take down Device, which puts blameF in a precarious position. Spots the first oncoming CT, able to dispatch him, but there are so many bodies flying at him right now, and he wasn't able to find anything more.
I think you can make a pretty strong argument that CacaNito can't make the play that he just made without actually having the read of where blameF is, because he has to run and basically hug the wall. And so I think he's just already probably guessed, yeah, he's probably playing that aggressive market position, and I'm just up against Device who's planting. I'm going to go for it. Everything is looking great right now. 15-8 ATK. They've won 6 rounds in a row. And top fragging is CacaNito at the moment with 23 kills. Then it's MisteM at 21. Damn.
Loving the showing from ATK here. Finally.
So unexpected.
Yeah. It felt like after Overpass, I mean, it was hard to envision this, I'll say that, but man, they're really putting up a great fight in this one. So many highlight moments from so many of the players already from them. And those heroes from Astralis that we're highlighting earlier, Device and Buzz, they haven't really kept up that momentum whatsoever. Still looking pretty on the scoreboard, but the round differential is not.
Yeah, they need to win 7 rounds in a row for the Astralis camp to get into overtime. It feels less than likely. DJ might give them an opening here, though. Sip's been waiting for that. Sitting on top of the stone. Going to be a little bit of a trade in the middle. Bodenmaster gets a parting kill. Edge of the smoke, I think, and 3 versus 4.
Best situation we've seen Astralis in for some time.
Yeah.
They'd have to convert this one. Not only just to really try to make a run back into this game, but just for their spirits. Don't want to really imagine Astralis just going into map number 3 with the deflated performance that we've been given on Mirage.
No, you would want to see them, yeah, at least prove that they can fix some of these mistakes. Some of the mistakes have been really fixable as well. They've almost been of their own making, at least in the first half. I guess second half here, it's just been ATK way on top.
They're running into the 2-man, though.
Yeah.
This is where ATK is playing a strong side defense. Swisher and Bodemaster, they hold up their end of the bargain, and it funnels Astralis to MisteM. He's playing right behind this smoke. Buzz recognizes that possibility, but it's not good enough to find the kill. blameF, 1 versus 3. He's able to take down MisteM, but this would be a brutal loss for Astralis to send us to a third map, so it's up to him to be the hero here.
So close to getting the wall bang. At least there is a bomb plant. blameF trying to make an escape. They've seen that cross already. Look, good taps coming out against Swisher. One more flash. Oh, he gets caught with the Molotov! And it is a great return. 3 versus 4 for ATK. They pick up the final round here, 16-8, as they defeat Astralis on Mirage. What an interesting turn of events. That means we are going to go to a third map, and that'll be exciting, especially if CacaNito has been playing, keeps playing the way that he is.